Yo, what's going on, guys? Some big news today, some big news for TVC that I'll let you guys know in a few minutes as more people populate. I see Chris Burnham is here for maybe the first time. What's up, dude? Zavu, what's going on? So yeah, like I said, there's some big news for TVC. Also, there's some Black Series leaks that I wanted to get to, and TVC. Yeah, I guess TVC too. But I also wanted to talk about the new figures that are going to be shipping to us, and also there's more information of other figures that are now shipping to the US. So I wanted to go over some of that stuff. And then there was like a ton of news for other toy lines. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but we can talk about that later. I know some of you are just Star Wars and not into other lines, including Mcfarlane. That's cool. Yeah, I know you did because you told me before that you watched. But yeah, so there's other news and other stuff. I also wanted to tell what's up, Peak. I also wanted to tell a little story that I didn't get a chance to tell a few times ago, even though I mentioned it. A little story about Loot Crate. Good friends at Loot Crate, and because I'm pretty pissed about it. So we'll tell that story too. And yeah, and I just wanted to also talk about the Target exclusive TVC Boba Fett, which is just a regular. What's up, Kingdom Comics? It's just a regular TVC figure is $20.99. I know it was when I pre-ordered it, but I thought it was like more stuff than just the figure. And if that's what's happening, I'm pretty well, I can't say I'm shocked because it's Hasbro, but I'm kind of is that where we're headed for exclusives for TVC? So I don't know. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah. So yeah, the Iron. Yeah. So I think it varies. The Iron Spider Marvel Legends, which is hitting Targets right now, the price varies. At some stores, it's $27.99, and some stores it's higher than that. And Target kind of varies their prices based on like where you are. Like I know, like Targets near New York City are more expensive as opposed to Targets in the suburbs. So Target prices kind of vary in that way. But I know I don't have the new Cad Bane. But there is some new info about the new Cad Bane, which I haven't seen pop back up for pre-order, by the way. And usually, Target exclusives or whatever, they pop up several times for pre-order. This one hasn't. So, and I forgot about it. I didn't pre-order it the first time. I completely forgot about it. I remembered at like it go up at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I remembered at like 1:47. I was like, oh no. And it was obviously sold out at that point. So yeah, I just I want to talk about some of that stuff. And somebody else asked something in here. Oh, right. So yes, so we got another big time collector over here. So that reminds me of the Mafex IG-11 just kind of started shipping. Someone sent pictures of that, which looks awesome. Here you go. Yeah, $31.99. Let me check the picture I posted. Somebody sent me of them on the pegs, and I don't remember how much they were. Let me see. But so much stuff has happened. It's also the Target fall Geek Out time, which means that we're going to get more releases. There's already releases hitting Target shelves right now. The whole NECA section is getting filled up. A lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. If you're interested in that, like me, they also just shipped a lot of their exclusives for San Diego Comic-Con, which is cool. And then there is the first day for the Target Geek Out, I don't know if you guys saw, is the Mcfarlane stuff. So they had some new Mcfarlane stuff. Some of it was stupid. Some of it was cool. So we'll take a look at that stuff too. But let me just double check and see what the peg said. Somebody sent me a full pegs of the Iron Spider, and now I can't find it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see it. I post so much stuff, I can't find my own posts. Oh, here it is. Ah, I can't see it. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so 31.99. It probably is. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see what are we asking? What's up, just a one? Let's see. One question: you think Hasbro can do the new Phase 2 clone for TVC? Yeah, I'd love that. I think they're gonna start doing more clones because they kind of have been updating clones. So hopefully we get a whole bunch of them. I don't know when they would. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but I think hopefully I mean I think it's an easy project, and I think that those are the kind of molds that you can use over and over again. So Hasbro is very very doesn't really like to tries to get out of doing new molds as much as possible. So sorry, excuse me. But the Phase 2, any of the clone ones are ones you can do over and over because you can use them in different taints and stuff. So, or different colors and stuff. So, hopefully we can get more clones soon. Yes. To the first. That's interesting. I just saw somebody post a picture of it on the shelf. I didn't know it was register locked. I know I got mine already because you could order it. I haven't. It's at a different address, but I know you could. They had it up for that and the neutron. What are they? They had them up for on their site for pre-order. So that's when I ordered mine, and they already shipped, and they should have arrived, but I haven't seen them yet because they're at a different address. Like I said before, sometimes right, the neutrinos, which I remember from the cartoon. So yeah, that stuff already shipped for me. Also, I don't know if anybody else cares, but what's also hitting the shelves for their NECA is the Ninja Turtles as the Universal monsters. Like, so Raph already hit, and so the Bride of I'll bring them up the picture so you can see them. But the Bride of Frankenstein, April, and Leo as the Hunchback, and Mikey as the Mummy are hitting stores too, which is pretty cool. What's up, Isaac? Let's see. Yeah, that's true. McFarlane seems to be the only toy line that has a consistent stream of new product and still remains incredibly affordable. Yes, so they're even if you have to buy the guns, right? You're gonna right, you're gonna buy your own guns for some of them. So yeah, so they're still $19.99, which seems like a shock. I noticed myself like scrolling through stuff that's available, and like I'll see $19.99. Wow, that seems so cheap. But they're still at $19.99, so hopefully that happens or stays that way for a while. Also, what did I want to mention? Oh, so GameStop has been having has it's been going on, it's still going on, but not to the extent that it was. Like every in stock action figure is on sale at GameStop right now. Almost every single in stock action figure. So if you're looking for something you didn't buy, check out what a GameStop has right now. I was just scrolling through it, and some of the Batman movie figures from the new Batman are like $8. I mean, that was the cheapest stuff I saw, but everything that's in stock is on sale over there. I'll probably mention that again, just in case, because I know we get people in and out all day. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, so complete realistic style. You know what? I think they really slept on releasing like the different clones. And what was funny is when they got the TVC, like, all right, so the lines before TVC, like the Legacy Collection and stuff, there's tons of clones in there. Wow, the sex bots are on the spot today. Already here. Wow. So the Legacy Collection and those collections, they had a ton of clones in them. And so when they made the TVC originally, uh, they didn't want people were getting, imagine this, people were getting like clone trooper fatigue. They didn't want so many clones. So there wasn't a ton of clone trooper releases in the TVC originally. But the ones that they did release ended up being huge on the secondary market, and now some of those are coming out again. So yeah, so I'd really like to see them go back to making all the different clones and making so many different versions of clones and the different troopers and the different, clones that we don't normally get figures of. I think that would be awesome. Lord D's, I am doing a giveaway this week. Yes, today I am doing a yes. I think Hunter for the TVC was announced. No, it was Crosshair for TVC. We'll talk about some of the other stuff. There's some. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so there's more people in here now. So there's big news for TVC. That's not it. There's something else. Big news for TVC. We're gonna talk about. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. But yeah, something big is happening. But like we normally do. Okay, Kingdom Comics. I will check. Oh, the Umbra Troopers are back up. I think. Well, they were the last time I checked. The Umbra Troopers back up for pre-order. Oh yeah. Chris, wait, hold on. What's happening? Let me see. 3149. That must be Collector's Cove. That must be Kingdom Comics. Is that you? So he just sent me a picture of the Iron Spider on the tag. His is 3149. Oh. Okay, so no, I was talking about today. So now we're getting ahead and we're getting confused. So we're gonna do one thing at a time. But yeah, so last time I checked, the Umbra Trooper is back up for pre-order at GameStop. No, the TVC Umbra was a fan channel exclusive available at the online toy retailer. Although GameStop probably had it because they're considered, they get the fan channel exclusives as well. There you go. Yeah, so I'd be fine with them doing all types of versions of the clones. I think they kind of, hold on, let me move this. It's in the way of my feet here. All right. So yeah, I'd be okay with all that stuff. Yeah, so last week Hasbro, just to recap, from last week, Hasbro canceled a bunch of figures. TVC discontinued a bunch of figures. TVC and Black Series. Laundry list of them. I can read them off again if you want. I have them right over here. But the biggest one being the Captain Rex TVC Black Series figure, because they had it for pre-order for like 2 years, and they finally were just like they canceled it. Now I heard from somebody that this is so not a blue check mark; it's like a brown check mark, because it's like, like a blue check mark is like legit, like it's a brown check mark. Like it's shit. It could be true or not. So they canceled the Captain Rex. Well, it doesn't. They canceled the Captain Rex so they can do them for in the new boxes, the new the new packaging. But I don't know how true that is. Plus, I don't find it necessary to cancel all the pre-orders. Why don't you just send the people who pre-ordered it the one in the new packaging? Why you got to cancel all the pre-orders? Eh. So, yeah. Well, I think they should. I don't know, a couple reasons, but I think a couple things went into it, including the fact that they wanted to release it in the future. They could change it slightly and still really. I mean, they probably will be like, all right, we'll take this figure, we'll put it in the archive collection, we'll re-release another Rex. I'm sure he's in season 2 of the Bad Batch, so it'll be another season 2 Rex that they'll make you buy, and then you'll buy the archive when it comes out. And then maybe they'll do a deluxe Rex, or instead, I give them something. They'll give them an extra piece of plastic, and they'll call it a deluxe. So yeah, I just think it was, it was pretty, shitty of them to, lead people on for 2 years, basically, that you're going to get these Rexes and then cancel them on everybody. I mean, mine were canceled. I have one already. I have one, but because when it went up for pre-order, I ordered 3 of them because, first of all, I have a problem. Second of all, I could probably use one for a giveaway or something. Third of all, I can trade. I know, or somebody's gonna come up. One of your friends are gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot to get it," and you're like, "Oh, good. Well, I have an extra one." And you can give it. So, yeah, so I ordered 3 of them, but I'm not sure if they've been officially canceled yet because they were at Big Bag Toy Store, but they ain't coming. No, the Bad Blacks Rex was the original Red Line Rex. It was like number 59 or something. The Red Line one is not the Walmart exclusive one. It was the like the first original release of Rex. It's it was a good figure. It was he had the photoreal tech, which the other release of him didn't do, which is the exclusive one for HasCon. But oops, where is it? Here he is. Let's see him. Okay, there he is. Ah. But anyway, so yeah, so they canceled it along with a ton of other stuff. So here he is. So unfortunately, he ain't coming. So where do we want to go? Here he is. So that's the okay. So that's the Rex that I'm talking about. He was available for pre-order at all the online retailers like Big Bag Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and Dorkside, but now he is not. So unfortunately, they're all going to be canceled. Yeah, so I mean, it probably went into the decision. I don't think it's worth canceling all the pre-orders for it. I think people had it for pre-order forever. Which kind of goes back to my original point, like when this happened, and multiple times in multiple videos I've mentioned it, when they should have just made it an archive release in the first place, instead of multiple different archive figures that they released that maybe needed an archive release, but not as bad as some of these other figures, like like A New Hope Leia. How about Skiff-Guard Lando? You can skip that one. Give us a Rex, right? A New Hope, Force Awakens Han. There's multiple other ones. Yeah, but of course, but you can announce it before that. You can be like, "Hey, this is what's happening with the pre-orders. We're switching them to this box." They probably canceled them because they're gonna charge more money for it. And we can get an extra $3 out of every order or something, and now so we'll cancel them, they'll pre-order it again, and we'll get the extra money. So yeah, not cool, but I've accepted it at this point. I don't know about you guys. I've just come to accept that that's the reality of my life. But yeah, so let's see where everybody's from. I like to do that for most of the streams. I think it's kind of a cool way for other people to see who else is near them that's actually here. Like I've seen people who live near me in here that I had no idea. So I'll even put mine in here. Look it up. That's me. I'm an RI. And then we can get to some stuff. Georgia, Cali. And then we can get to some stuff. Why is this here? There we go. Utah. Spartan, what's up? Yeah, Mr. Grudge, what up, buddy? So what do we got here? Try to boycott. People I've heard of it. I've thought about that, but it would never happen. It would never be successful. It's just too hard to not buy the figures. You are not going to get enough people to join in. Although and plus there's there's a big part of action figure collecting. There's a big part of the community who is not upset. They're newer and they're not as upset as people like us. Wow, from Chile. I know. Is that New Orleans? Ungraded or grading toys? I think I'm cool with that. I think grading toys is cool. I always thought that it was cool. I don't really have any AFA graded stuff or any other the grading services. Although I do think it's kind of cool. I have looked into trying to get some stuff graded because if I had like something that's super mint or whatever, it's super expensive to get something graded. It's really difficult. The only thing about the graded things that I don't like is, well, there's probably multiple things, but this is the major one, is they started doing this new grading thing recently, like the last few years, where you'll give them like a Kenner toy, like a Kenner, you'll give, say you have a Star Wars Kenner or something, Kenner, whatever, Star Wars Kenner figure on the card still, right? They'll, I forget what they call it, but they'll just take it out of the package and put the figure in like the box and just grade the figure, which, that can be cool if your card is all busted up or something. But even if you have a busted card, just keep it. The card, still having it in the package, like the old ones, is super rare and hard to find. So a bunch of figures that were on cards have now been destroyed because of this new the new grading thing that they do with that. So I'm kind of against that, but I'm cool with being graded. It's super expensive. But I would there's stuff I'm still debating I have on, they're not here, but I have a few of the first waves of Black Series that are still in like the shipping box that I bought. Man, I would probably try to ship those over there and get them graded, but it's just super expensive and I never followed through with it. But I don't have if it was cheaper, I'd probably have more stuff graded, but that's another thing. Like I don't even that's why I've tried to look at like the action figure, or I'm sorry, the sports card stuff, but I can't even, the difference in price between having a sports card, just having the card, and then having one that's graded is so of the same card is so the gap is ridiculous, and I've tried to look at it and try to figure it out, and I can't. So, whoever does that, I mean, more power to you. I couldn't even figure it out. Why? What do you think about graded figures? Why'd you ask? Just out of curiosity. Yes. So, yes. Didn't Hasbro commit to reducing plastic? Yes. I guess I don't understand why making their packaging fully recyclable. It's not a bad thing, but they're not doing it. Well, first of all, I think that you can make the packaging even with a window fully recyclable. Secondly, they're not doing it to make it. First of all, they sell plastic, and it's not a bad thing for the environment. I just don't think they're I'm pretty positive they're not doing it for the environment. They're doing it for the tax cut that you get, and to appear like they care about the environment. Because I mean, they sell plastic. They literally sell plastic. So I just feel as though, and on top of that, I feel as though they could have figured out a way to make it so that it's not just a box with the picture on it, that you can see the figure, have it be like the comic book packs in such a way, but use like twist ties in or something. They could have done something. They could have thought harder and come up with a better idea where you can still see the figure, as opposed to just hoping that the figure's in the box and that it's in good condition and the paint laps are okay. Yes, the headquarters of Hasbro is in Rhode Island. So yes, I can storm the castle if I would like to. Sure. Yes, it is. What upcoming figure were you excited for at first but aren't anymore? Well, I could just the one I was going to show you guys. So one of the ones I was going to show you is the ones that the figures that came for me is Sev. So the GameStop exclusive Sev. Oh, thank you. Somebody joined. Oh, what's up? No problem, dude. No problem. No problem. So the Sev, I got it at first. I thought it looked great in the box, from the pictures, not from seeing it in person. But now that I got it, it kind of looks like pretty cheap and just he's not the right size again, like Boss. And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it now, but I'm not excited for anymore. That one is one of the ones I could talk like right off the top of my head that I could think of because it just happened. I'm trying to think if it's happened recently with something else where I've just been like, well, here's what also happens though is when I see a new release for any line of toys, even Star Wars, anything, like I'll see something that the minute I see it's new, I'm like, oh my god, I want that. I can't believe that's so cool. And then when when you think about it for a minute and you're just like, wait a minute, is this really that cool? But the initial rush of seeing it and you're like, oh my god, give me that. But so sometimes when I initially want something, I don't end up I think about it for a little bit and I don't end up doing it. I'm trying to cut back on my action figure collecting. I'm trying to save money to fund my next endeavor. So I'm trying to cut back. It's not always that easy though. Yes, I just that's who I was talking to. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, me too. Does anyone else notice that most of your charges, if you have pre-orders, happen at like the very end of the month or at the beginning of the month? Or is that just me? Like I'll have like a bunch of charges at the end of the month or very, very beginning of the month. Texas. Oh, we did get a new member. Blaine Smith, what's up? Yes. More monkey. Yeah, I wish it was more. I think if they made it cheaper, they'd be a bigger part of the action figure community. I'm sure, like comics, the same thing. I bet the prices are crazy. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would make it more affordable. I would get more stuff done. So yeah, so the problem, yeah, so the package, I kind of wish that they, I don't know, I don't know much about recycling plastic, but I kind of wish they just made like the window and the cardboard just easily separable, and you can just recycle both of them. Why didn't that happen? Maybe someone probably knows more than me about recycling plastic. I'm sure but I don't, I thought that was the move. Nope, shit. Come here, stop it. Oh, god damn. All right, here we go. Right, we got to get to the damn it. We got to get to recent pickups. But Mexico. Nice. Uh-oh. So, oh wait. Thanks, Blaine. I saw that you joined. Thank you so much. Hold on, we got to get back to this, but somebody Ha, Dark Clueless. What's up? Yes. Fantasy draft. I don't even know if I'm down to one league. That's how much people don't care about it anymore. Everybody's doing like the dailies. I really like the season long leagues. And I used to be in a bunch of them, and now I'm down to one. And I don't even know if it's going this year. But yeah, I haven't heard anything. But good for you, man. I love fantasy. I always thought it was awesome. For football though, I can't really do the other sports. The seasons are too long. So somebody asked something up here I had to skip because Darth Clueless gave the money, which I appreciate. Thank you, sir. I hope everything in your season goes swimmingly. All right, your favorite figure is by far the Star Wars Black Series Kenner Deco Boba Fett. It was the exclusive for 1 year. Absolutely my favorite figure. I thought that was a great idea. I think the Kenner Deco works with the Boba Fett way better than it works for any other figure. Maybe the Obi-Wan kind of the old Obi-Wan that kind of worked, but I thought the Boba Fett one worked awesome. It was such a great idea that Hot Toys completely bit that idea and released the same thing. So that figure's awesome. It's one of the only figures that I had to pay scalper prices for because obviously I wasn't there and I wasn't on top of buying it when it was in the thing. If it was even available, I think it was, but I was like, there was like a little gap of like 2 or 3 months where I wasn't really into Black Series collecting. I took like a little break, but I had to have that. And I paid scalper prices for it. It wasn't super expensive at the time, though. I think it was still at like $50 or something. Yes, yes, it's exactly like that. Well, they do the same thing. They release the same neurotransmitter in your brain. So it's kind of similar. All right, yeah. So Chris, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Pre-order charges is a great topic because it's crazy. It's gotten insane trying to manage those. And to whichever use a PayPal, so the charge is immediate. Yeah, and you can budget better. So there used to be more online stores that charged you immediately. I know that Big Nerdy does it his. I kind of think I might try to go back to that because it was like for example, when I pre-order something at NECA and I pay for it right away, I don't have to worry about anything. It's paid for and it just eventually shows up at my doorstep. Sometimes it takes a really long time because it's NECA, but it just shows up at my doorstep. I don't have to worry about any other charges. Now there could be a bunch of charges, and I have no idea when it's coming, because even when they say this is coming at a certain time, it might some some of the stuff that says they're supposed to come next year is now getting charged for and coming now, which is great that the figure's early. It's just that when you're trying to budget all these toys at the same time, it kind of blows your thinking when you're scheduling when the figures show up 11 months early. But you could have worse problems. Here you go. This is probably why. I didn't know that. I throw most of my plastic in the recycle anyway. What's that? What's cheaper? What, the packaging? You mean the cardboard packaging? Maybe. You just think it's cheaper to make a box? That's out of. Well, I know it'd be cheaper than the comic book way, so you can see the figure. So that definitely probably went into their thinking. But still, I think, come on, can you not throw us a bone? I think it's worth. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Yeah, so turn it into you just use the window and make it easily separatable if some people need to separate their recyclables. So just make it sure that you can pull it right out and separate it, and you get two. So I don't know. But even if it is cheaper to make in the box, which it probably is, because it's just one cardboard box that you're making, so it probably is much cheaper to do it that way. I think that the amount of the action figure community that you're gonna alienate by making the box just cardboard, is worth the price of making a box that you can see the figure in, because you're alienating all the mint collectors. How many are really gonna keep collecting if they can't see the figure? So I think it would be worth it to them to make the box in such a way that you'd be able to see the figure, even though it might cost a little bit more, because more people are going to buy that figure. What's up, Mitch? Just popped in to say what's up, Matt, and everybody else. You picked up another Tika, huh? Wow. Aggressive. Very aggressive. I had two, actually. I did buy two. I pre-ordered two. I didn't even realize it till two of them came in the mail. Well, maybe that's why they canceled some of the old figures in the packaging. I mean, I still would have wanted the Captain Rex in the old packaging. Oh, here's the new collector. Last year. Uh-oh, what happened? No. Yeah, so what happens is when you try to limit yourself. No, I can't. Thank you for the offer. Thank you for the offer, but I'm not gonna, I haven't even looked at anything yet. But I appreciate it. A different year I might. What's up, Rodrigo? This is probably why we need to save plastic on the package, so we have more resources to make a full Lando wave. Yep. So yeah, I think I just saw some of the Marvel Legends. I know the Love of Thunder wave is going on clearance. I think I just saw. I don't know. I think they need to slow down on the production of those. On top of which, I think they need to make less figures in a wave, because it's getting ridiculous. What does this say? The prices go up far too much. Yes, far too much. True. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Let us know what you got. Let us know. Oh yeah, there's no, yeah. So yeah, yes. So yeah, there's always people that want better articulation. Always, always, always. That doesn't change. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm talking about. So we can go over what started shipping. But hold on, let me catch up on these comments here. Um yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, right. I've totally forgot about this one. The TVC throne room is gonna hit soon, right? That's 230 bucks. I forget what it is for shipping. It's probably 250 or something, 267 maybe it was, right? I don't know. Can't wait for that to hit the bank account. Oh, I thought that was a good figure. I wish they had more clones like that. And it should be one of the figures that they it should be similar to at least to some to the army builder line that they should be doing that we've talked about several times. Yeah, but that sounds too hard. I'm glad if you can do that. Well, that's the problem even with that is you don't know when it's gonna hit your bank account because it's not always, especially with Hasbro, it's not on time. Now the other ones, what's up, Mario? So the other ones aren't as bad, like Mcfarlane or something. But Hasbro is all over the place. Huh. What would it take? Jesus. I don't know. That's a good question. It would take a lot. But like I said, I've completely cut down from where I was, and it's all these repacks that have done it. So probably something along those lines. I mean, if they start, if they start, I don't know, just only catering to like the newer stuff, and they leave out like the older movies. I mean, and then spray paint everything and make it the silverized version, like that would probably do it for me. But I don't. I like I said, it's starting to happen. I like even subconsciously, I'll see stuff and I don't want it as bad as I would in the past. So they're doing it right now. Um, all right. So what I did want to, well, before we get too far in here, so pickups of the week. I want to hear what you guys got during the week. So let me know what you guys got. If you got anything cool, I'll show you what I got. Like I said, the NECA San Diego Comic Con exclusives have they arrived. I'll show you what other stuff I got. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Come on over. So first, yeah, this is what's coming. More Skiff Guard Landos carbonized. So what's my dream? So actually, there's a couple ones that I would love. I'd really like the X-Wing and Black Series. I think you can do it. I think you just scale it back a few inches, and I think you can do it. I think that would be awesome. But like I've mentioned before in here, at HasLab, they had a Death Star playset. It was massive. It was probably the diameter of the it was a circle. The diameter of the circle is probably 6 to 7 feet. It had every room in there that was in the original trilogy that was seen, and they had the figures acting out what was happening in that scene. It was awesome. That would be it, but they'll never do that because that would be too expensive. It's too massive. But all right, let's see what everybody got. Shadow Troopers, Valiverse, the troop builders. I never have gotten into those. Nice. So, which one? Which Reva version did you get? The TVC or the Black Series or the retro? Oh, Purge Troopers. Nice. Was that the Walmart exclusive version on the card or the regular ones? What is my phone is making a lot of noise. Micrograv. I saw that at Walmart. The Slave 1, the Micro Galaxy Slave 1, it looked pretty cool. Yes, I got my Sevs too. 45 Hot Wheels. 45 Hot. Yeah. So that's one of the things I was going to say. We're starting to ship. So if you pre-ordered the Dark Trooper from Amazon, or it looks like from Big Bag Toy Store, they're on the way. So those are shipping. Yeah, you know what? Friday Part 6 Jason. I've never bought that one. I see it and I never buy it. I want that one. 6 is the best one in my opinion. Nice. There you go. Nice. Got to get those 212 troopers. If you find them, good for you. The 2013 non-opening cockpit. What are we talking about? Cobb Vamp for 25. That's pretty good. Nice. Crosshair and Hunter for less than retail. Nice. On the card, Walmart. Sweet. Yes, this best one. Yep, by far. All right, so my Sevs came, and I was just saying, I'm trying here. Can I move? Let me see. He doesn't look as great as I thought he did. I don't know. If anyone has them, let me know what you think. Because I didn't take him out yet, but I don't know. He doesn't look great to me. But that being said, I have one for a giveaway. That's the giveaway today is Sev, because I got 2 of them. So Sev is the giveaway. Hopefully he looks better out of the package. He looks really thin though. So we'll see. But that is the giveaway today. Wow, everybody got a bunch of stuff here. What are we talking about? What X-Wing? What X-Wing? What X-Wing are we talking about here? I missed it. What else did I get? I got so like I said, the San Diego Comic-Con NECA stuff shipped. Yeah, that's probably why, yeah. Yeah. All right, that's good. Yeah, I gotta go look for the pack. Yeah, okay. So this I received a bunch of bent up carded G.I. Joes from Walmart and Hasbro Pulse. Well, that's about right. Oh, you mean the Rebels one? The Rebels plastic one? Hold on. You mean this thing? Ugh. That one? Yeah. That thing's a piece of junk. That was like $35 retail. I got it for $10.80. But what else came? Wait a second. Oh. So the so from this is from Neca. This was an exclusive of theirs. It's the thing. It's the poster figure, where it's like face, you see, and it lights up. Which is pretty cool. I'm a huge the John Carpenter's The Thing fan. I think that's one of the best horror movies ever made. At least one of my favorites. What else? Oh, so the Ninja Turtle one came. This was their Ninja Turtle exclusive. I don't know if anybody else got it. So it's got Bebop and Rocksteady for pre mutation, and we got Baxter Stockman, and it's awesome. Yeah, Chris Burnham. John Carpenter, The Thing is awesome. And what else came? So this came too. So this is a Playmates. It's one of the Playmates sets for that they re-released from the old Ninja Turtle figures. It's got the turtle, and then it's got these guys in there. So this was, I don't even remember ordering this, but it showed up, so mine now. And there's another one that's coming that I ordered from Amazon. It's a different one, but that's what I got. Squishmallows, huh? Squishmallows, huh? My niece likes that stuff. No, I wish you could. That would be great. I wish you could. Share photos in the thing there. I think they should message Hasbro or YouTube or get them to do that, because that would be awesome. But no, you can't. Although you can send it to me, and I might be able to bring it up on the screen because you have my Instagram. So yeah, so that's the stuff that I got. You guys seem to get a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to cut down on stuff. But that's also what I wanted to talk about. So the other figures that have started to come out, like I said, the Dark Trooper, the Black Series Dark Trooper. So if you got Amazon, it's gonna be shipped to you. My daughter absolutely loves the Black Series boss. That's awesome. So I can't wait to see the Dark Trooper. I want to see what they did to it, especially since it's $34. Although if you get it on Target, it's only $31.49. That's still, I think they have still pre-orders open for it. I don't know when they're going to ship, but they have pre-orders open. So I want to see this thing really bad, and see what all the extra money is gone to. So that's being shipped. Also, I got notification of the Black Series Reva figure is being shipped, and I didn't realize it, but that figure got down to $17. Because when you order from Amazon, if the price drops below what you paid before you get the figure, they automatically adjust it for you, and it dropped down to $17. So Reva's coming. So anyway, Reva's coming. So I kind of want to see that one too. But what I noticed about the Reva figure when I was looking at pictures of it is she really, I don't know if I even brought any pictures up. Where is it? She really looks like really mad in her picture. She looks like upset. She looks like she's pissed. So I don't know if she came with some. Yeah, she just looks mad. Like really upset. So I don't know. So that's coming. Yeah. Oh, it looks like that Hasbro Pulse has her in stock too. I know that she's hitting stores, but I'm just saying if you ordered her, she should be coming from but I mean, because this, for at least for me, I don't know about you guys, like this, like buying things from stores or finding them in stores is such a crapshoot at this point. All right, so we got somebody who has the figure right now. Great figure. Don't like the character, but the figure's good. So that's cool. Good to know. Yeah. So I know a lot of people have found. I think I did find it, but I didn't buy it because I had it pre-ordered. But I found the whole wave. It's hitting Walmarts and Targets right now. So, and what else is so I also got notifications that that the TVC, let me see if I can bring them up for you. The TVC Morak Din in Disguise, the Morak version. Yes. He is also shipping. So I got I got a couple of those on the way. So I don't know if you guys ordered that one. I know figure doesn't look great, but that's on the way. And what else was shipping? Something else. Oh, right. So we can talk about that for a little while. So I only recently, let me say, when it started hitting stores, I only recently realized that the what is it? The Black Series, or I'm sorry, the TVC Target exclusive Boba Fett. The Morak one was not like a deluxe figure or something. It's $21. I thought it was something special. I thought it came with like extra stuff, or because they revealed it at this, or it almost went up for pre-order at around the same time as like the deluxe Boba Fett. So I thought it was like, I thought it came with like extra, but apparently it's just a regular TVC figure. And it's actually hitting Targets right now. I don't know if you guys saw it, but some people are posting pictures of it hitting Targets. But where is he? Let me see if I can find him. There he is. So I feel like we're getting burned on this one. Like $20? No, I don't want to. Here we go. Here we go. So, yeah, the Boba Fett tax. No, not the Droids one. It's the new one, the Morak one from The Mandalorian, which... So, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, right? Am I the only one that thinks that's Yeah. What's up, Cypress? Love you too, man. So I just feel like things are getting out of hand. Like this is crazy. Like $21 for this. It's just a regular figure. So hopefully it's plentiful. I hope I have it pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered one or two of them, whatever. So I those haven't started shipping yet, but these started hitting stores. And when I finally saw it, because when you see the picture in Target, like when you pre-order it, there's no picture of the card or the box. So I thought maybe it came with like extra stuff or whatever, but nope. It's just an extra what, $7-8 for no apparent reason. So they're really getting ballsy over there, huh? They just think we'll lap it up like lapdogs. What's up, Mr. Syntastic? What's going on? So yeah, did you buy it? I received that one. I think. Did you get it from? It was a Target exclusive. Do you live in the U.S.? So in the U.S., it's a Target exclusive. Online, it says it's $20.99. In Targets, it's $20.99. Although it might be more than that in in like city Targets or whatever. Yes, in Utah. Did you get it at Target? Because it's going for $20 at least. $21. Even I can find it online for 21. It's pretty ballsy on their part. I mean, someone talked about see, like a regular Target. I'm looking at them right now. So the regular Target exclusives, like Vintage Collection Morak, Migs is $14.99. This one is $20.99. Like that's insane. Like I don't know. They're doing their best to push everybody away. Like that's like the price of a Black Series figure. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up and just be like, what the hell? Like these prices are just getting insane. So I don't know. That's what I just wanted to talk about. But I also had some so a couple of figures have started to ship to distribution centers in the US that I wanted to mention. Yes, I will try to bring them up. So we'll talk about those in a minute because one of them I think you might care about, and the second one I think most of us will not care in the least, but we'll talk about both of them. All right, let's see. All right, who do we got here? Oh, look at that. All right, so who do we got? Let's see. Hold on. I want to bring this up here. So yeah, I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this $21 Boba Fett TVC figure because I haven't really heard anybody talk about it yet. Although, maybe they are and I'm just not seeing it because I don't watch a lot of boom, there we go. So we got that. So what is this? Can you explain us what we got here? So there's a couple pictures of this one, and there's a couple pictures, or there's another picture of something else that I'll bring up in a minute. So yeah, we do. The 4-pack, yeah. So the Halloween 4-pack from Droid Depot. There's another figure that's also hitting from Droid Depot. I'm just reading. All right, so we got Hot Toys Anakin, which looks pretty awesome. Let's see. What's the next one? There he is in all his glory. Looks pretty dope. And then there is something else. Oh, right here. All right, what do we got here? because that looks pretty awesome. So yeah, I just it's kind of it's kind of like at the point where I'm like the prices are crazy, and you're just like you just accept it at this point, which is terrible. There we go. That's Hot Toys Luke and R2 from Jedi. So that's awesome. That's some good stuff to have show up at your house. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the TVC. I don't know when the pre-orders are going to ship for the Boba Fett Morak, but it probably should be soon since they're hitting stores. Also, so hitting now shipping to the US is the is now is the what happened? There we are. Now shipping to the US is the fan channel exclusive credit collection Bo Katan. So you guys can start celebrating now. It's on its way. Don't celebrate too hard. I don't want anybody to get we don't need any arrests. But it's coming. So get excited. That one you can pre-order pretty much anywhere. They have it at Hasbro Pulse. They have it at GameStop. They have it at Big Bad Toy Store. But yep, yeah. So that's what's happening. That's on the way. I don't know if you heard last week. What's up, Rolando? I don't know if you heard last week. So if you have an extra $40 laying around, you can go pre-order the Credit Collection Dark Trooper at Hasbro Pulse because that's now shipping to the US. So if you want to pay what is that? So like $6 or $7 more than the regular figure for a paint job. You can go ahead and do that. I know we mentioned this before. I mentioned this last time, but I think it's crazy and disrespectful and just friggin' disgusting that Hasbro will sell one of their products to us. They'll sell it to us without having to deal with the middleman. They didn't ship it, didn't have to have the price lowered for shipping it, having to sell it to Walmart or Target or something. They manufactured it and sell it straight to us for $38.99 with that type of markup. Like that is insane to me. That like this is it's getting to the point where this like price gouging and this just total disrespect for the fans is getting to be too much. So I think it's great. Like even regular price, even retail price of Hasbro selling it directly to us, I don't think it should be retail price. Like you're just making more money off of us. That's why I don't really buy from Hasbro Pulse that much. Just for basically that fact. Like I'm not giving you extra of my money. You've taken enough of it over the years. You don't need extra. But anyway, I'm kind of yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I think someone mentioned to me a little while ago that hey, do you think that more Black Series figure collectors are going to switch to the TVC now that the packaging has changed? And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I don't think so, but maybe. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Like vintage collection is. I mean, you'd have to say that at least there was a period of time, it might even still be going on, that the vintage collection was better than than TVC. At least the releases were, and the releases seemed the people in the TVC on the TVC team seemed to take more time to make their figures more accurately represent the things that they're going to represent, and actually try a little bit harder and make the best figure that they can. Where Black Series seemed to be like, cutting corners where they could, or even or just figures colors not looking right or something like that. So Yeah, so I don't know. I maybe vintage collection will take off after that. So we'll see what happens. It's getting incredibly hard to figure out whether or not to wait to pre-order a figure or wait to see if the so like I mentioned earlier, um on Amazon, if you pre-order from Amazon, they if the price drops before you get the figure for the least price that it after you pre-order it. For example, the Riva figure, I pre-ordered it at 22.99 or whatever it was, and by the time it shipped to me, which is now, I got it for 17.94 or something because the price had dropped, and since I already pre-ordered it, they give you the lowest price. So I don't know another retailer that does that. There might be. Um, so that's generally what I do. Although most of the time, they're one of the reasons I pre-order from Amazon too is because the free shipping. Um, but sometimes you don't get the care and packaging that you would want to get that you think you deserve as an action figure collector. But you know, oh, do they? I want to hear about Hasbro's ordering system, the worst ordering system of all retailers. They recently added a search. Yeah, so I order a lot of stuff from Amazon unless I am really concerned about the box price, the packaging condition. Although, if they do send me one that's busted or something, I just send it back. Um, what's up? What's it? Double? Doobie? Doobie law? So the yeah, so some people aren't concerned with the packaging at all, but unfortunately, I'm one of those people that are. And yes, the new Vader looks great. So I haven't really gotten a chance to really actually, maybe somebody in here can tell me. So I haven't gotten a chance to really look at the new TVC Vader for Kenobi or the Black Series Vader for Kenobi. So maybe one of you guys can tell me how awesome they are. Um, or if they're not, maybe they suck. I'm assuming that they don't, but me too. Well, I gotta check it out. Yellow armpit. Well, she's sweaty. Been sweaty. Fighting, bad guys is a serious business. Yeah, I wish that they're searching for the orders with a little bit better though. But yes, it's kind of it's on the and for the most part, it's kind of easy. But I do kind of wish I can look it up easier. Sometimes I want to just see in the or I wish I could look them up in the order of things that were delivered, and I can't do that. Maybe they'll fix that at one day. There you go. Can't wait for that boa to arrive at Ross. There you go. Pick it up at Ross. That seems to be that's a great place to get your discounted stuff. Although we don't have a Ross around me, but so I don't get to so I only get to live the Ross experience through others' pictures. So I know a lot of TV so much stuff is discounted there and I get to see everybody else buy that stuff and I get to miss out. But that's okay. Oh my god, I hate that. Mr. Yes, I now that I think of oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Hasbro, yes. You just see the order and the order number and you have to click on every single one to see which order what's in each order. Oh my god, it's the biggest headache. You're right, dude. I forgot about that. I have to say, I haven't received anything beat up from Pulse, I don't think. Not that I can think off the top of my head. Yeah, I thought yes. So yeah, so I figured that that was probably the case, but um, it does pop up as available for pre-order online sometimes. You just have to really keep your eye open for it because it's out of stock in seconds. But I'm sure once it's in stock, you'll get another crack at it online at least a few times. I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but I'm usually pretty on top of that stuff and post when it happens. So you might want to, if you want, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to follow my Instagram, I'll probably be able to post when it starts going in and out of stock. Not right now when it's in. I just don't have enough. There's not enough there's seconds between it when it goes in this when it's up for pre-order again and when it's not. So now, but I'm sure when it's actually out, it might be up for a longer period of time. Yeah, I just return yes. So even though and they have been getting better, Amazon is good with replacements. I think at after a certain number of swaps though, they don't let you return anymore. You can just get the money, which is fine, but yeah, they're pretty easy. They as long as you do it. They're pretty now they're kind of strict on the 30-day return policy, but it used to be where they had a 30-day policy, but you could just return it. I've returned stuff that I bought from like 6 months ago, and they're just like, "All right, cool." But now they're super strict about the 30 days. Here we go. Here's somebody. Mr. Syntastic knows. New Vader on TVC and Black Series are same figures as before. I passed on both and you buy everything? Really? I thought I didn't see that's the thing when they release these things and there isn't like a live stream and you got to go hunting for the information. I didn't know that they were just exactly the same. So wait, is there updates on the Vaders? Oh, okay. Both Ben and Vader are amazing. They come with extra accessories. Oh, nice. So Chris Burnham won the TVC Vader in the last live stream for the members only giveaway, and he wasn't in the live stream, but he still won because I entered everybody, and he just got his Vader. Awesome, man. All right, Isaac. All right, Isaac. We'll see you next week, man. Yeah, so TVC is killing it. They're just too small. They're the traditional action figure size, and I don't think they're too small for me, because that's the figures I'm used to because GI Joes and Star Wars were 375 when I was a kid. Oh, that's terrible. That's insane. 2 hours. Where do you live? See, that's crazy. I know that there's big portions of the country that has this problem, but I don't know where it is. So also, I'm also on the East Coast, like, and we don't have like the super massive Targets and Walmarts that a lot of the middle of the country has, where you can find good deals in clearance. Like, there's never anything in clearance where I'm from. Whereas I can see people in different parts of the country, like their clearance aisles are like stocked with stuff. Wow. What? So a few times you've bought a Black Series figure and got a TVC figure instead at Amazon? Wow. I have never heard of that happening. Wow, I would be pissed. What's up, Hunter? Yeah, for sure, but I don't want to do that like every time. I can't. Yeah, I don't want to do that every time. It's easy. Yes. So, but like I said, they used to just not even care. I could return stuff that was like 6 months old. So that's good to know. I mostly moved to pre-ordering all my non-exclusive from so Yeah, so they're a good one, particularly if you like mint stuff because they have collector grade, although it's more expensive. And they have, if you do like them in Dorkside, they have the cheapest shipping of the online that I've seen of the online retailers. Whereas, unless you get, I mean, I think Entertainment Earth is still doing the promotion where if you spend over $40, your shipping is free. But in general, their shipping is insane. Their shipping prices are out of control. But I think the cheapest economy shipping for Dorkside is like $6. It might even be $4.95, and that can be for a massive order of stuff. Same with Big Bad Toy Store. You can do the pile of loot thing, and I think your shipping's like $4. I haven't gotten anything in a while from them, but that was the last time that I started ordering. Although I have ordered from Entertainment Earth recently, and the shipping was out of control. And I was like, this is crazy. Black Series has a new helmet. Am I missing news that's happening right now? Oh, that I forgot. There's news I have to tell you. There's TVC news. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh no. So yeah, Eastern Kentucky, there's nothing there. Oh, yup. Oh, it's yeah. GameStop is not good for returns. Plus, for like action figures and stuff, they have like a 7-day return policy. They're like, what? I remember one time I came in, it was like the 8th day, and they're like, oh, you're like a day late, but we'll still do it. And I'm like, your return policy is 7 days? They're like, yep. I'm like, what the fuck? Southern Oregon, Target is 2 hours. Wow. I can imagine that. That must be tough, man. Yeah, so pile of loot charges $4 for your, I mean, Big Bad Toy Store. Yes. I wanted to talk about, yes, so we got a couple of leaks and information that I want to get to. So, first, someone already mentioned it, but so it looks like from Yak Face's cryptic postings that we have a TVC crosshair that's coming. So finally, some of the Bad Batch is going to get released in TVC, especially particularly Crosshair. And just like I think we saw at San Diego Comic-Con, Hunter is also coming in the TVC because I think he was one of the pipeline reveals. So for the TVC, there is some Bad Batch figures finally. For Black Series, there's 2 more Gaming Greats figures coming. They don't know what they are, but there's 2 Gaming Greats coming, and they're going to be the 2 newest Gaming Greats figure, or the 2 first Gaming Greats figures to be in the new packaging. So Gaming Greats is getting the new packaging too. So we will see. So I know that the B1, or I'm sorry, yes, the B1 battle droid and the KX security guard for Gaming Greats, you could see in their pictures that they have the new packaging. So apparently these are going to be the first ones that are going to be released. That's just what it said. So I don't know if that's true or not, but so I don't think that there's been a lot of Bad Batch TVC figures, if I can remember, right? There's no Wrecker, there's no Crosshair, there's no Hunter, there's no Tech, there's no Omega. I don't think they've really done anything. What they've done on the who they done, they had that 4-pack from Amazon which had the Captain Rex in it, and then the elite squad trooper guy. And then they had the other commanders. I forget what they are. I think I moved it. I had it in here but I don't have it anymore. But yeah, so they've skipped a lot of the Bad Batch, all of them, I guess. Now that I think about it, unless somebody else can think of one. So yeah, so they haven't done any of this stuff. So which seems strange, and I don't know why they would skip it like that. I mean, it just seems they never really line up stuff that as they should with the release of something. And when they do, it's the wrong stuff. For example, the Bad Batch wasn't ready to go. The Mandalorian stuff wasn't ready to go. But then they'll have the Andor stuff ready to go. Or they'll have Reva stuff available for Kenobi. It's weird. So they whenever they're on top of it, it's like the wrong stuff, like just like the HasLab. They're like, oh, we'll get on top of it for this one for the Kenobi series. Here's the lightsaber, and it was the completely wrong decision in every possible way. But then when it comes to like, I guess they had some of them almost ready for the Book of Boba Fett, but still, some of that stuff was still late. All the Mandalorian stuff was late. So yeah, I don't know what goes into those decisions, but Bad Batch stuff is non-existent in TVC. Although some of the Black Series stuff was on time, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so this is Victory Starsaber who's reading my mind. Watch us get season 2 Bad Batch stuff before season 1, which can totally happen. I bet we might get season 2 Bad Batch stuff in Black Series before we get any season 1 Black Series stuff in TVC. And they might even just 100% just skip it and go straight to season 2 for TVC. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that because they're like running out of time. Doesn't it start in like 6 months? I don't know, right? Or something. It's like starts in action figure time. That's that's curious. I mean, that's not that long. Is that a Walgreens box? Walgreens. In here? Yes. Yes. Walgreens. I got some stuff in there. We got old stuff. Remember that thing? I don't know if anybody remembers that. That was a Target exclusive, I think. Revenge of the Sith. Vader, back when they were remember the figures were jacked? He's jacked. Look at him. He's taking no prisoners. But yeah, I got some stuff in there. So what is it? Why do I hope that none of them are exclusives. Honestly, I hope they all get re-released in the Republic Commando style. You know what I mean? Like, that would be awesome. Even if it was like a 4-pack or something. I hope that they do something like that. But I forgot to tell you. And I almost spilled my water. So big news, TVC, cryptic info from Yakface. So what we should be expecting in the TVC for Return of the Jedi 40th is the Endor bunker that Han tries to get into that they can't get inside. So I think that could be pretty awesome. So we'll see. It's probably like a playset or something. But it's like the Endor bunker that Han tries to get into with the code, and he's like, "Well, I guess I could try to hotwire the thing." And they get in there, and that's where the classic line, "You rebel scum," was said. Yeah. So TVC Endor bunker for Return of the Jedi 40th coming. I'm glad that more stuff for the 40th is coming. That's from the movie. I think that the more stuff. Yes. See, this is what I think. This is Johnny. You're reading my mind. Give us a white one. Just give us a big chunky white one that people can customize. And if you just do the regular mold, then you can do so many of them. Give us a white one, then give us a black one, because I think the black one is awesome. But yeah, that's what we need. That is, it's so weird that they don't do these. They're so stingy about their new molds that it's so crazy that the ones that they could do, that the ones that they could do that they could release multiple figures from, they just don't do. So they don't have the the B2 battle droid. They don't have, the clone commando, the different clones, even the different clone troopers. Just, I don't know, it seems just lazy, and people are asking for it. I mean, we're asking for it right now. I think that they've many more other people have asked for it. It just seems weird that they haven't done that stuff yet. Especially when you could stretch out that mold to like the nth degree. You could make so many releases. But yeah, so the TVC bunker that should be coming, I'm kind of excited for it. I think it's a good idea. I want to see what they do with it. It might, maybe a bit terrible, but I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, yes. So I wish that they would do that. I wish they do that. That's a great idea. So yeah, I think I said that and I think it was my wish list for top. It was the top 10 wish list a few years ago. I was like, can you give us just like a white clone commando and let people customize it themselves? And you could do a bunch of different ones. Now that you have, now that you have the mold, you can do a bunch of different ones. You can give us the black one too. Thought it was a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. Droideka, I wish. Yeah, they need to have a heavy battle droid. A lot of stuff from Attack of the Clones they haven't done. A lot of stuff from the prequels in general. But like I said, TVC bunker should be coming according to Yak Face's cryptic different cryptic posts that's what's coming soon. And I wanted to get your guys, what's up, STL Robotech? I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. I wonder if it'll be the inside or it'll be just part of it, like a play set or something like that. So I wanted to see how many people do their own customs. So I don't have any customs. I know some people do tons of customs. When I was at ChrisCon, there was a bunch of people there with their customs that they were selling. But no, I don't. I'm personally, I'm not really into customs, and it's just not something I ever got into. So I would love a 6-inch version too. That'd be great, of the Endor bunker. I think they're on the right track. I think that I think the more stuff you can do for Return of the Jedi, the better, because I think a lot of the releases for Empire Strikes Back were cool, and I thought they could have done more. I'd like, for collectors like me, I really like the original trilogy releases. So yeah, I'd be all over that stuff. So yeah, I think that's something that they've actually like skipped out on. I think toy photography and stuff like that is such a huge part of the action figure community that I think that Hasbro especially for 6-inch, because it'd probably be cheaper. I think that Hasbro should probably start catering some of their releases to that and doing like diorama sets that people could buy, or the releases for Black Series don't necessarily need to be like vehicles, but it could be stuff that people could use for figure photography. Now, I've always, um, so I've, he's not in here today, but Landspeeder Luke um, is one of the people, and he has an Instagram page who does a lot of 3D printing of stuff, and you can buy them from him. And it is Black Series stuff that you can use for dioramas, and it's really cool. So I think that's an avenue that they should probably start exploring, especially if people are going to start making their own. Like, they have to keep up with what's happening in the action figure community, and that's one thing that a lot of people are doing on their own. So yeah, so I know the size is a thing, but I think they can do a lot. I think there's a lot of stuff that they could do. Um Wait, so what happened? You tried to buy the space walls from who? Who is somebody they stiffed you on it? So yeah, so there was some other stuff that I wanted to talk about today, which was the other news from other toy lines. Yeah. Oh, space. Wow. And that sucks. So they took the money and they went belly up. I know some of the space wall stuff was cool, but that's too bad, man. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. What's up? What's the Jam again? Um, so the same reason why I said they probably should get on that is because I think that hopefully they're foreseeing that in the future one of their major competitors is just going to be collectors themselves who are making and customizing their own figures. And the more that 3D printing is available, the more figures and or vehicles or dioramas that they're going to be making themselves. And eventually, I guess it's one of the reasons that I feel as though they should be catering to us more and more of what we want, because eventually we're not going to need them. We're not going to need them, and to keep us on the hook and get us to keep buying stuff, I really feel as though they need to like really cater to the collectors, including or especially the hardcore collectors, because eventually, like I said, we're gonna probably just be able to buy enough all of our stuff from each other, and we're not gonna need them. So, good morning, Wheels of Doom, Sydney, Australia. Wow. Yeah, so I can see that happening. It's probably super expensive. Spaceballs made great stuff. Then they signed the licensing deal with Lucasfilm, and it killed them business, drove the owner out of the hobby entirely. I'm sure that it was super expensive and they couldn't keep up with it. So I know some of the people in here mentioned Mcfarlane, so I wanted to talk about the Target Geek Out Fall Geek Out for a minute. I don't know if you saw, but it started on Friday, and they had a few exclusives for Target that were available from Mcfarlane. And every week, every Friday until September 30th, there's going to be more stuff available. So the next 2 weeks are NECA, so I think we're going to be getting some stuff. We'll probably get something from horror. We'll probably get something from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I heard before that this happened that the cartoon Toka and Razor 2-pack is going to be a part of this Target Geek Out. So if you missed out on that, like almost everybody, then it should be available again and hitting stores for the Target Geek Out. But one of the cool things that they revealed uh, yesterday was the Mcfarlane Batman the Animated Series like diorama set, which lights up and kind of shows like the beginning of the show. It's pretty cool. There was a signed version and there was an unsigned version. And they look pretty awesome. Let me see if I can bring it up here. I know the signed version was sold out, but the other version might be still available. So I did pre-order the signed version, because I thought it was kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So there was other stuff for Batman 66, but I don't really collect that stuff. But there you go. Oops. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Oh, there it is. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, there's a signed version by the artist this time, not Todd McFarlane. He usually does. He usually was the one that does. If it says signed, it's signed by Todd McFarlane. This is by I think it's Bruce Trim, who is the artist who signs it. Wow. So I never really got into that one. I never really got into the Godzilla stuff, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they stopped making the Godzilla figures. But they made a ton of them. They made them for so long too. So this is what it looks like in the package, and it lights up. Let me see if I can. There was a video of it. I don't remember if I can find it here. That's him with the cape. Cape's pretty cool. So yeah, so that's one of the exclusives. I think the regular version is still up right now. Yeah, so yes. So I think it's pretty expensive. The signed version, at least. I didn't look up the other version, but let me see if I can find it on on their website here. But like I said, there's going to be more stuff every week on Fridays. So they've done these before. I don't know if anybody else is. Yeah, so the regular version is still available for pre-order. It's $50. It's a New York Comic-Con exclusive. The signed version is sold out. Those usually sell out in a minute. Yeah, so I did too. I saw, yes. So it's available at well, the regular version, not the signed version. It's available at Target right now for pre-order. Actually, I think the regular version might be in stock if I saw this correctly here. Yeah, it says in stock, but I don't know. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh, it does say in stock. I don't know if it's. Oh no, it says change back to pre-order. Okay, so yeah, it was $80. The regular version is $50, so it's pretty cool. There was other stuff, like I said, there's other stuff for Batman 66, but I don't really collect that stuff. But if you're into that, there was a couple exclusives for Batman 66. One is is Alfred dressed as Batman, and one it was a 4-pack. Right, yeah. And one was just a 4-pack of like the joke. Wait, stop, come back. Right here. One was a 4-pack. With the Joker and oh, you know what it was? It was a Joker, Batman, Penguin, and somebody else, and they were just slightly colored differently, but that was all. Yes, the Batman. So yeah, the Batman 66 Alfred looks like the laziest figure ever. It doesn't look good. So, well, it looks fine, I guess. It's just lazy. It was just a lazy release, but it's a New York Comic Con exclusive as well. So, yeah, I don't know. But yes, so those are that the other one, the Mcfarlane ones are still available too. So, I mean, the Batman 66 ones are still available. So if you want that stuff, they have it over at Target right now. And also, I just saw this recently. So a bunch of stuff is showing up at Target. Also when they do the Geek Out things, at Target, they usually have a bunch of NECA stuff too that shows up, and there's a bunch of stuff is showing up right now. What do they got? They got yep, Usagi Yojimbo. They got the Brightest Frankenstein. April, they got Leo as the Hunchback. They got these ones up here are the new figures for the horror figures. And there's the neutrinos are down there. And look, oh, there's there. This is hidden targets too. It's the crooked ninja. What is it? The crooked ninja something guy and the rock soldier 2-pack. So if you go to Target, they have a bunch of stuff. Like I said, so it's a ton of stuff. So yeah, that's always fun to dig through what they have. They'll probably have more stuff and they also get more stuff as the weeks go. So hopefully we can get that Toka and Razor 2-pack cartoon 2-pack. That's something I don't have. I want that pretty bad. So, oh really? Wow. So Target's closing in Australia, but Kmart is wow. There used to be Kmarts around me, and now they've pretty much all closed. I didn't even know it was still. I know of like one. I didn't know it was still something that was in business. So that's interesting. Yeah, so I really like this type of stuff for the Target Geek Out. Like I've told you guys before, I collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. The NECA stuff is really cool for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you're thinking about starting to collect Ninja Turtle stuff, I will tell you to not do that. So, it's too addicting. There's too much stuff. It's too expensive. The stuff is too cool. So just stay away from it. Yeah, so there's 3 left in the continental US. I don't know. I think I know where 2 different ones are. I don't know if it's down to 3. Maybe it is. Because I know there's one near New York. I've passed it on the highway. There's also one, I think. Anyway, well, what's weird about it is Kmart used to be. See, these are closed. Closed. Kmart. So Kmart used to be a sneaky good place for toy runs because a lot of people didn't go there. And they would get Black Series figures and they would get other like cheap toys and stuff. So I usually stopped there because I think everybody else skipped it. That's also where I got that X-Wing back there for $10.80. I bought that. I bought that at Kmart. They had like all of them on the end cap. They had like 20 of them. They were all $10.80. But nice to see you, man, or talk to you. Latest read. All right, we'll see you next time. Can we close down all the Walmarts? Yes, and go back to Toys R Us? Yeah, we can. That'd be great. Yeah, Kmart's pretty good. Yeah, they've recently gotten a little bit better about stuff. Like, for example, the last few 2 packs that have been released are like peg warming right now. So NECA's actually gotten the message they don't want you to buy from the scalpers as well. But I totally feel you because it used to be crazy where I mean, if something was released, you're not finding it, and you can't get them online either. Or if you can, it's already sold out. They would be online for like a day or two at the most. So I wish I could. So this isn't my room. This is a room at my parents' house, but they have some of my stuff here. Um, I get all my stuff in bins. I wish they were up on walls. So Coles, that's funny you bring up. So I found when when the archive collection, I'm sorry, then the Black Series archive, um, Revenge of the Sith Anakin was going for big money. I found one at Kohl's for $20. It was going for like $60 at the time, and I was just at Kohl's and I just checked the toy out, and they had one. They had that and the Scout Trooper, each for $20. Yes. Oh wow, you get 1990 turtle stuff? That's crazy. Wow, I can't. This is another. I can't believe that's insane. That's insane. I didn't know that Kmart was taking over Target in Australia. That's insane. That's crazy. So yeah, that's most of the stuff that I want to talk about today. But we always have conversations about a ton of stuff. So there was I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dark Trooper a little bit, and I wanted to hear what your guys' opinion is. I know it's expensive, but I kind of really want to see what Hasbro did with it that made it so expensive. Oh, nice. You're welcome. You just got the Batman. Good. Awesome. Kohl's is good for Legos. Oh, Jintugo. What's up? Awesome. Thanks for joining, man. So, and there was some other stuff for Mcfarlane too that was just revealed. Let me see if I can see it here. I can't believe this is crazy to me, but that blows my mind. So yeah, so let me see. Let me see. Oh right. So I don't know if you guys saw the Black Adam with Throne that's been leaked. That's coming. That's the third Black Adam of the. There you go. Third Black Adam. I don't know if you guys are even collecting it. I haven't bought any Black Adam stuff, but it is something new that's coming. And what was else? There's something else cool I forgot that I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, these guys, the Injustice 2, page punchers for Batman. So there's the Batman one, and there's a Green Arrow one. Oops, and there's a Green Arrow one, and I thought they looked pretty cool. So I usually for Mcfarlane, when it comes to like action figure stuff, I generally only do like Batman because I gotta cut it down somewhere. Oh yeah, there's Solomon Grundy for the BAF, for the Arkham City BAF. I don't know if you guys saw. Somebody posted some pictures of the Solomon Grundy. So he looks pretty badass, I have to say. So yeah, those Arkham City BAF figures are up for pre-order. Oh yeah, look. So somebody over at NECA posted this. It's the Gargoyles Cold Stone that's coming soon. So he looks pretty badass. Oh yeah, and that Robin. So Robin, yeah, the Tim Drake gold label Robin is an Amazon exclusive. I don't know if you guys saw. So yeah. Yeah, it does. Doesn't it? The Solid Grundy looks amazing. Um, so that's a pretty badass BAF. Yeah, so I did post that pictures of that too. The Mafex Superman from Dark Knight Returns. Also, um, and the IG11 Mafex figure too. That looks awesome. So yeah, so some other stuff from other toy lines had a lot of stuff like dropped or pictures that came up uh this week of that type of stuff. I generally post them on my Instagram when I find them. Um so yeah. So let me see if I had anything else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I saw who said this. So yes, there's a Blockbuster. I don't know about you guys, but I'm from the Blockbuster generation. So I used to love going to Blockbuster. I would go to Blockbuster as much as I could. In fact, I think there's a Blockbuster VHS box downstairs. Um from that we just never returned. It's a VHS too of the movie Mafia with a exclamation point. That's that spoof on the Mafia movies. Um I think it's downstairs. See, this is what's up right here. I like this. It's got the Mafex Boba Fett from Empire. That was up on Big Bad Toy Store recently, along with the Return of the Jedi one. That's some badass stuff. That's cool, man. So, I don't know. I don't know if you guys had anything else you wanted to ask or anything you wanted to talk about, because I think I pretty much covered most of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. And we usually go a little bit longer. So I don't know if anybody has anything else they want to say. Um, I was out toy hunting actually recently. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're different. Well, Return of the Jedi and Empire Boba Fett is different. So some of the stuff is different colors, and some of his like weathering is different, and his, for example, like his forearm things are different colors in the different movies. Like one's maroon and one's green. So the colors are definitely different, and the weathering wash is going to be different. You'll definitely be able to tell the difference between the two. Oh, it's been sitting there for a long time. So I've never even looked on eBay for custom Star Wars figures. I never even I know I've seen them on there, particularly accessories for action figures like capes and stuff for figures. But I've never really looked at the figures that were on there for customs. Although I have seen some that were in like custom boxes, like custom 3.75-inch figures where the person has printed their own card and put it on a bubble. That's pretty cool. Because I saw a good one for Asajj Ventress, which was pretty awesome. So, has it eluded me? How about the first edition Mandalorian? I don't have that. I've only seen it once or twice, and in person, and it wasn't in a store, or else I would have bought it. But first edition Mando, don't have that. What else don't I have? Oh, I don't have the Blue Line Jedi Luke, and that might be the only that might be the only other Black Series figure that I don't have in the orange line or the blue line. I think it's just the Jedi Luke. And then in the red line, I'm missing a Dr. Aphra 000 chopper. Just a handful. A handful. That might be it. But I have almost all the other ones. But if you're talking about has eluded you, if you're, I mean, what I really wanted to do, and what I hopefully I can do in the future is that I really wanted to get a lot of the Kenner stuff, like the old stuff, um, and get some of the stuff that's out of the box, get some of the stuff that's never been opened, get complete like Millennium Falcon and complete other vehicles that actually work. I'd really like to get into Kenner. And I have a couple things I just never really did. So I that's one thing I wish that probably has eluded me. And as the longer I wait, the more the carded TVs or the carded Kenner stuff is skyrocketing in price. So I don't think Mafia is rewound. Don't think it is. Thanks, Mario. Mario, are you looking out? He's always looking out. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of custom accessories. Yeah, that Spawn is a good one for capes. It's like Jedi robes and stuff. Oh, you got it on Amazon. That's interesting. Got a custom cape on Amazon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the custom card back it's kind of cool, especially when they, some of them look better than the Hasbro ones. Like Hasbro is kind of slacking on the on the card sometimes. Like that one I showed of the Morak Mandalorian guy, Din. Like that's I mean, you could do anything, and that's what you chose. You chose that picture. So some of the times their picture choice, or I mean, we could talk about that all day. How about the Black Series? How about the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett with the fake pants? Like that is the worst. All I can see is fake pants when I look at that now. That's it. Very lucky you. Lucky you. I didn't buy them. I saw them and I didn't buy them. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, Warwick Mall, Walmart. Mm-hmm. Yep. I do not have it. I never found it. I tried. Never found it. By the time they were hitting stores again, which was like 3 weeks after Triple Force Friday, I had stopped looking. But apparently they were late for a lot of shipments were late apparently, and started hitting stores around there like 3 weeks after. And by then I had given up. So I missed it. I kind of went over the whole thing in one of my videos. I forgot, maybe it was one of the recent ones, about how ridiculous the whole situation was and how horrible that Hasbro was at explaining how to get anything. We didn't even know that the first editions were things or coming until like a week and a half before Triple Force Friday, before we had to go find them. We had no idea about them. Nobody did. It was just such a horribly organized situation. Oh, you saw one. Good for you, Chris. I remember seeing one at my local Target on Force Friday, but I had no idea what it was, and I put it back on the shelf. Right. So I know a lot of people other people have told me that they chose to get the carbonized Mando from Target and not buy the first edition one, which, I mean, at the time they were both going up in price at the same rate until, but there were more carbonized Mandalorians eventually hit the shelves than first edition Mandalorians. So now the carbonized Mando is like $35 or something around the price. The first edition is still 150 or whatever the crazy price it is. Oops. Fantastic. What do we got here? Do I keep my modern toys in the box? I keep some of them in the box. I keep some of them are open. There's the yak face right here, helping me out guarding the situation. So it kind of depends. I used to buy multiple so I could open one and put one away. Um, most of my new stuff, actually, now that I think about it, most of my new stuff now, I just have it. I just don't have any place to put it right now. You know, everything's in boxes and everything's in bins and stuff, and I'm trying not. I don't have. I As soon as I get out of here, I'll probably have a room dedicated to everything. So that would be pretty cool. Just setting everything up. I'm kind of looking forward to it. You know what? I've been buying Kenner stuff recently because Hasbro aren't really doing it for me recently. You know, in lulls years ago, I used to do the same thing in lulls of the Black Series or TVC. I would do the same thing, but I wouldn't really buy the Kenner stuff. It was like the other lines that I would buy stuff from, a lot of like Legacy Collection or some of the other lines that they had made previously. I would buy stuff from them. So, you got to get your fix. You got to get your action figure buying fix. So, yeah, I feel you, man. Commander Fox. Good for you. How much was it? Did you get a good deal? I can't believe how expensive that figure is now. You know, people have been saying that for a long time. I don't think it's ever crashed. I don't know. I feel as though it's probably a safe bet if you're going to put your money somewhere. I mean, eventually I don't even know actually. Maybe after all of us die and they haven't kept the new fans coming? I don't know. But I don't think there's ever been a point where it has crashed. It just keeps going up. Yeah, they are. This is true. A lot of the custom card backs are definitely better than Hasbro's. Or lazy. Yeah, the pictures suck. They're terrible at it. No, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. Because they photoshopped fake pants in. Let me look it up. Let me double check. Maybe you're right. Let's see. Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett. No, okay, yeah. So it is the same picture, but they added, so the original picture only cut him off at the waist, and they brought the picture so that it shows his legs. And because the original picture never showed his legs, they photoshopped legs onto it, which is all I can see when I look at it, is these fake pants that they gave him. Like, you couldn't have done a better like, a 13-year-old can do better at Photoshop than that. It's really disappointing. All right, hold on, let me bring it up so we can all make fun of it. All right. Let me see. So the original release was gonna have just the TVC version was going to have the same exact picture as the Kenner one, and you can see it right here. Excuse me. No. There we go. So you can see it right here. You see it cut him off at the waist. So what Hasbro did was they gave him pants. Oh, where are we? Okay. So Hasbro gave him pants, and it looks bad. Let's see if we can find his terrible pants. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right, let's see your pants, buddy. Okay. So you see, it doesn't. It shows his pants. Why isn't it? Oh. So you can see his pant down, and these pants here are just basically drawn on. They're photoshopped, and they look horrible. And that's all I can see when I look at it. It's just. So that's what I should have done. See, I didn't know. That's another thing. So I didn't know that the first edition Mandos were going to be available, or the whole first edition wave is going to be available at the Disney store. Now, and that's one of the things I go into when I do my huge rant about it in one of the videos that I do, is that they didn't tell us where or when to get them. Were they going to be available for Force Friday? The only reason we knew they were going to be available for Force Friday was because they were showing up in Targets and Walmarts when employees were putting them out early, and they were register locked. So people knew that they were coming to those stores. They didn't. Hasbro didn't officially tell us that they were going to be there, and they certainly didn't tell us they were going to be at the Disney store. And had I known, I would have drove to one and I would have got them there. But they did. There was a flyer for Disney store or something that had them in there, which I didn't see until afterwards. But if they actually told us that that was going to happen, I mean, I would have been there. I would have it, but I don't, because I was driving around. The only ones I got were at GameStop. The GameStops near me each got one random first edition figure. And I went to GameStops and I bought the ones that they had. That a couple of them had the same ones that I already bought. So I don't have all of them. I have a couple. I'm missing a couple. Yeah. I wonder how many people opened the first edition Mandos and threw out the box. I don't know. Probably a lot of people who are kicking themselves right now. Opening versus keeping them in the box. Like I said, I do both. So some people do both, but a lot of people in this hobby are a lot. Let me say it. Let me rephrase. A lot of openers, uh, they insult and look down upon the mint box collectors. They make fun of them. How dare you not open it? I can't believe you wouldn't open it. Like, what's up, White Shadow? So Hasbro bought Kenner. Kenner was its own company that made the original Star Wars stuff from 1977 to 1985. Hasbro eventually bought it, but still released some stuff under Kenner, which I think might have been the Power of the Force 2 stuff in the early 90s. But so Hasbro owns Kenner now, but they were two different companies at one point. So yeah, Commander Fox is like an $80 figure now. He wasn't for a long time, and now he's like $80. Yes, Hasbro bought Kenner. You mean the Kenner one? So when I say Kenner, that means original Star Wars stuff, like 77 to 85. I thought it was just up from the waist. What happened? What's up, Rich? What's up, Rich? Fellow Rhode Islander. Well, I don't know if he technically lives in Rhode Island, but he's near Rhode Island. There you go. This guy knows. Kenner made the original Power of the Force figures and Power of the Force 2 Hasbro bought Kenner in 98. So prior to that, the other figures were Kenner. And I don't know, when I guess just to differentiate, when I say Kenner Star Wars, I generally mean, the figures from 77 to 85, like the original Star Wars figures. Yeah. Nice. $1.99 they were back in the day. Those were the days. I remember I was very young. I can remember seeing entire shelves of rows of just Star Wars action figures. I was 2 to 3. I remember particularly being at Toys R Us once and with my dad, and he bought, I think it was the ATST guy. And he bought ATST Power of the Force days with the coin. So yeah. So wait a second. So hold on. So are you saying that phone's ringing? Aaron, what's up, buddy? I'm sorry, the phone's ringing. Probably should have got it. So wait a minute. So the Star Wars. No, I want to see the original 1983 one. Let's see if I can find it. So Aaron, thanks for coming and speaking with us today. I think we're obviously a TV. So the Dark Trooper is available for pre-order now. The TVC version. It's a deluxe version. It has the black stacking thing. And that's available for pre-order, I think, at most retailers, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's an exclusive. Okay, all right. All right, so maybe you're onto something here. Oh, he's got the fake pants too. So, all right, so the old picture did have him, but he's got fake pants as well. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, that happened in the Clone Wars. Yeah, entire rows of Black Series. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, so it's for pre-order now. I know I've seen it on Target, Amazon. Yeah, so back in the day. So, yes. So Mr. Grudge is correct in saying that the picture is the same as it was used in the for the Kenner Return of the Jedi 1983 Boba Fett. So then Hasbro cut it because the rest of it was because the the bottom half of it was fake. It was drawn on. His pants were drawn on, and people were upset about that. I think I remember Patrick saying. So then they went back to using the full picture where the bottom half of it was fake. The pants on it were fake. I think now that I think about it. So does Swansea usually have the Target Geek Out stuff? I know not every Target does it. I've seen Targets not do it. I didn't go to Target today because we had the live stream, but I know that the two Warwick ones usually, at least one of them has it generally. But really, for I mean, the only figures that I'm really looking for is the Token Razor 2-pack, the cartoon one. I don't know if they cut it off or that was all that was in the pic. The picture was just him from the waist up. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. We can talk about it next time. So yeah, so just the Token Razor is the only one that I'm looking for. Oh, nothing. So where's that, Darth Clueless? Where are you at? So yeah, so also some are slower than others in getting their stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy the because I already have the Neutrinos 3-pack. I already have Usagi Yojimbo. And I don't know if I'm gonna get the other Universal monster. I have Raph, but I don't know if I'm gonna get the other Universal Atlanta. The other Universal Ninja Turtle crossovers. I don't know. Do you collect those, Rich? So I don't. I have one of them. I don't know if I'm gonna keep buying them. So, oops. Let's talk about this for a second. I saw a lot of saws. Yeah, and Merrick's. Yeah, this is what you see. This is what you see when you go to Target. Yeah, I saw whole pegs of saws. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for that to drop. But I think it's crazy that this isn't like if you go to a regular Target or I think mostly Walmart. Walmart has the least amount of space for Star Wars than it has ever had when I go to see Walmart and see what's in the toy aisle. They have like 3 or 4 pegs at the most. And sometimes they'll have a shelf space for some big thing for a toy. Like for like a kid's toy or like a huge Grogu thing or something. Like Star Wars gets no respect on the shelves anymore, and that's a serious problem. And I think it probably has a lot to do with when I was a well, actually, yeah, no, when I was a kid, Star Wars was pretty popular and everybody knew what Star Wars was and people really liked Star Wars. I don't know if that's the same for kids nowadays. I don't think it really is. So I think the adult collector makes up a significant amount of the Star Wars fans who collect figures. Oh, so yeah, I think it's unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's pretty unfortunate that that's the case. Every time I go to some Walmarts, you can see the Star Wars section shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Yeah. So wow. So yes. So the midnight release for the Phantom Menace. Yeah. So I wasn't the biggest collector for when it came to the prequels or that stuff, but I did go to the midnight releases for the newer movies, and it was pretty cool. You know, I see all the stuff. I don't. It's now that there's no Toys R Us. I don't know if they did a new movie, if there would be even a midnight release somewhere. I guess some 24-hour Walmarts kind of took advantage of it too. I don't know if there's 24-hour Targets. Um, but yeah, I don't know if there would be a midnight release. But it was cool to go stand in line and go and see all the stuff and have people rip stuff off the walls and stuff. It was kind of cool. I don't know if I would go anyway that nowadays, just because, back in the day or even at the beginning, like one of the major selling points to having to go and do that is you got the figure first and you have it and you don't have to worry about getting it anywhere. Whereas now it's so much easier just to get it online than to go try to hunt it down or with a bunch of people who are all looking for the same figures. It's just so much easier just to get it online. So it's kind of not even worth it to do the midnight opening. The only part about it that's good is just to physically be like, all right, I'm gonna I'm gonna do this because it's fun. It's not really to get, if you don't get the figures, it's like whatever. Unless it's exclusive, because sometimes the exclusives are hard to find and they're not available online right away or whatever. That's really the only thing that was like, even the last Force Friday, the things to really go after were the exclusives if you didn't get them online at midnight, because a lot of the stuff was available online at midnight at a lot of retailers. So, oh, nice. Yes, I got Raph too because I saw it. I'm like, I have to buy this. I don't know if I'm gonna get the other ones. So, so I don't. So says that Disney in Episode 8 might have helped ruin things with the fans for younger fans liking the movies. Could be. Hopefully we get. I hope that some good Star Wars movies come out soon. Like, just hopefully Andor is good. We'll see. Yes, Usagi. So I had a pet rabbit and its name was Usagi Yojimbo. We just called it Bunny for short because Usagi Yojimbo is kind of like a lot to say when you're referring to something. But yeah, it looks awesome. Base is so small now that you can buy stuff anywhere. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot more competition for kids' toys and figures nowadays. Before, it wasn't as much stuff. Yeah, that's true. So they have so much other stuff that's going on. Not only that, like, even kids are more into, a lot of kids are more into like the technological type of stuff and don't even play with toys as much as they used to. Yeah, so Target has been stocked recently, right? Target has been pretty stocked. And they have the exclusives for TVC too. I found a lot of stuff at Target recently. Trying to think of what, there was something cool that yeah, the newer waves. I found the newer waves there too. I'm a younger collector. I remember going to the store after watching Return of the Jedi at home and looking in an aisle at all the TVC, landing on a lightsaber construction Luke. I still have that figure. Wow, lightsaber construction. I don't think I bought any of those. Oh, you mean the TVC one? Oh. Yeah, that was a good figure. That was a good release. Yeah, that was back when there was a lot of TVC on the shelf. At least more than there is today. Yeah, there's way too much stuff. There's so much stuff. Um, everybody's trying to get in on the action figure gang too. Everybody's making action figures for every property. Um, because like I've said before, the action figure boom is like at its highest and it keeps going up because all the people who are kids in the 80s and the 90s, the early 90s, during, the action figures heyday, are now adults and it's nostalgic to them. So it's super popular right now. It's not going to always be that way. And I hope Hasbro realizes that and realizes that they need us, because at some point this bubble is going to pop and they're going to need their hardcore collectors to keep them afloat, because it's not going to be this way forever. And what they're doing now is pretty much alienating us. And I hope they realize they're eventually going to need us. And if they keep alienating and doing stuff that, that isn't popular with us, then, it's going to be the end of their company at some point. Oh, you grabbed another Sasha Banks, huh? Wow, the sex bots are back. Only second time. No, so Axe Wolves hasn't been released yet, officially, as far as I know. I don't think anybody's found one yet, but the other two, Migs and Sasha Banks, are hitting stores. The wolves haven't, although I think that they've been shipped to the US, to the US distribution center, so it should be hitting stores soon. It just hasn't hit stores yet. You mean the Black Series, the ARC Trooper, the one in the Clone Wars packaging? Yeah, those were shipped. Those yeah, those shipped. Those were actually pretty good figures. Yeah, those have shipped. I know I know they're available a few times in stock online. Right. Yes. Yes, the deleted scene one. Yes. Yes, I like that one. I call it the Sandstorm Luke because I'm the only one who does that. So, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, actually, Best Buy is a sneaky good place to go for action figure hunting. I actually usually I stop there like every once in a while. They generally have a good selection. Sometimes they have like really old stuff sometimes, but they're actually not the best about taking care of their figures and their shipments to make sure that their boxes aren't completely destroyed, but they generally have a pretty good selection, surprisingly. So don't sleep on GameStop. Don't sleep on GameStop. Don't sleep on Best Buy. See, I can believe that, but that's including all of action figures. Like, I think that if you are counting all action figures, that's probably the case. But if you count action figures that are specifically geared towards adult collectors, or are more toward our adult collectors, like the Star Wars figures or the TVC, I think it's a significantly more. Or Mcfarlane, you know. But if you count all action figures, including all the crap that is produced for little kids, then yeah, I bet it's a small percentage. But also, we as adult collectors, we also like buy every single one, or we'll buy more than one. Where if you're dealing with kids, that no parent has bought their kids all like 300 Black Series figures. You know what I mean? Like that's never happened. Why is this not working? Okay. Um Do you think that toy companies are catering now to 80s and 90 kids more so today kid? Yeah, so for a lot of for some of them, yeah, for some of them, but because we're willing to spend the money. That's for sure. Like, but and so that we got Star Wars, GI Joe, He-Man is Mattel, Superpowers is, yeah, that's Mcfarlane. So those are some of the major ones that definitely do that. But there's also so many toy lines that are just like just crap that little kids buy that also count. But yeah, I mean, and why would they not do that? I mean, we're the ones that find it nostalgic, and we bought them as kids, and we want to buy them again because we think it, it was a huge part of our lives at one time. So yeah, I think they do cater to us some, and I think that when they don't cater to us, it's readily apparent. I think that they should cater to us more than they do because, like I've said, if you keep us happy, we're always going to be there. We're always going to buy the figures. If you alienate us, we're going to leave forever. We're guaranteed sales. We're guaranteed sales of like every figure, multiples of some figures. We have the disposable cash. We're the ones that are going to buy a HasLab. We're the ones that's going to buy a $230 throne room set. Nobody's buying that for their kid. Nobody. Well, I bet somebody is, but for most part, it's all adult collectors. So I think they should cater to us more than they do, and that's probably me just being selfish, and that's me being realistic as well, though. Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. So okay, so the Black Series, yeah. So the clone, right? So yes, the Captain Fordo figure, yes, that was in stock. They had pre-orders and they shipped, and then they had it. I mean, it didn't stay in stock for very long, but yeah, they've shipped those, and those have been in stock before, along with the other figures in the group, which is the Mace Windu and the General Grievous. They've all shipped and they've all been in stock before, but like I said, they don't stay in stock very long. Best Buy might have a lot of stuff on clearance. I don't know, but I know it's a sneaky good place to stop and look for the action figures. Yeah, so TVC is definitely geared toward adult collectors, although I'm sure kids still buy them. Black Series is both. Um, but yeah, I mean, the whole reason TVC even exists is the nostalgic factor and getting adults to buy it. They tried to go away from that and it didn't work and they went back to it. So I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan as well. Yeah, so I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan as well as the real Ghostbusters. That was my favorite cartoon as a little kid. So yeah, I mean, I buy the like the ones that are kind of geared toward the original series, the original movie, and I bought the Hasbro re-releases of the real Ghostbuster figures because I thought that was awesome. But I don't really need I don't need like the iPod figure. What's his name? I don't need podcast. I don't need the other guy. That is no interest to me. But I'll buy the original the original Stormtroopers, the original Ghostbusters. I think that's cool. I thought the set, which was Tully's Terrible Night, I thought that was cool, which was the exclusive set for Ghostbusters a couple of years ago for HasCon. I think some of that stuff is cool. I bought the real Ghostbusters Ecto 1, I think. Did that ship yet or did I just pre-ordered it? I don't remember. But I did buy that. I think that's awesome because I love those toys as a kid. I don't know if anybody else has seen though. A lot of the real Ghostbusters toys are going for buku dollars. The resale on them are not the re-releases, the original ones. They go for huge money, which is crazy because if you want to collect them, they're not cheap. Because I had all the stuff. I had the proton pack with the plastic thing with the yellow thing coming out. I had the firehouse. I had the, Ecto 1, Ecto 2, which is the helicopter. I had a ton of that stuff. I had the trap. I had one of the other guns they had that you turn the thing and the green, it's like a green one and it goes. I had all types of that stuff. So yeah, they released that. I'm gonna buy it. They had the Ghost Popper. Remember that thing came out that nobody bought? I had that. I think I had the Ghost Popper. Yeah, the Ghost Popper when I was a kid. So yeah, I love that stuff. I wish they would do more Ghostbusters stuff that was more about the original movies. I would buy that stuff. I know Diamond Select did a lot of that stuff, and they didn't really sell that well. But I think it's cool. If Hasbro did a bunch of that, I would buy it. Right. So this gets expensive, right? Right, dude. There's too many army builders, and I want to build too many armies. So I feel you on that. That's why they should make the army builder lines we've been talking about, where they just have them, and you can buy them at any time on Hasbro Pulse. Just make them exclusive for Hasbro Pulse. Who cares? And make them $15.99 or whatever they need to be, $16.99, and you can buy a bunch of them if you want to. You have the Stormtrooper. You got the Imperial Stormtrooper. We can have the regular Clone Trooper. Any other Clone Troopers. Any of the army builders. I think they need to do that. That's Remnant Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper, all that stuff. Yes, hell yeah. The no window packaging is a horrible idea. Oh, that reminds me. So I was watching the interview with the lady who does the GI Joe. I forget what her name is. The lady from Hasbro who does one of the GI Joe interviews. And she said that the GI Joe are getting, except for the retro line, are going to get the new packaging, but she said that's just for 2023. It might not be for 2024. So there's hope. There's hope is what I'm telling you. There's hope. There's hope, Jin. There's hope. They might just be doing it for a year and trying it out, or they have. Let me say this. It sounded like they haven't committed to keep doing it after 2023. So that's interesting. We'll see what happens. I bet that their sales are going to dip. Yeah, I thought the real Ghostbusters reissues were awesome. I'd buy any of that stuff that they would reissue, any of it. That's super nostalgic for me. And I don't have any of my old stuff. My mother gave it to Goodwill. So I don't have any of my old real Ghostbusters stuff. Dude, Reggie, you read my mind, dude. The way that they're talking about this show, it sounds like it's going to be so bad. It's way too like political and just over the top instead of trying just to make a good show. So I talked about this in one of the live streams about an interview of a lot of the people that worked on the show, and all they could talk about, they couldn't talk about the show. They just talked about today's politics. When that's the case, you know you're in for some shit. So I got my fingers crossed. The trailers looked really good. So I'm hoping, I know it looks like they shot on location, which is not something that they did for the Book of Boba Fett and for a lot of the Mandalorian, which shows, particularly in the Book of Boba Fett, because that looks like it's set and that looked cheap. The Book of Boba Fett that's another point, is not going to age well. The more I look at it, the more it just looks cheap. So we'll see what happens in Andor, because they did. There's a lot of wider shots, like movie shots, like and they shot on location and stuff. So we'll see. Was it Scotland or Ireland? I forget. But we'll see what happens. But it's super political and just preachy. It's going to be preachy to people, their point of view, politically. And regardless if I agree with it or not, it's just not, Star Wars is not the place for that right now. Just try to make a good series. Can you just try to make something that's good and just concentrate on it being good? That's what you should be doing. Yeah, I thought they said Indiana Jones is coming back. They're doing a line for Indiana Jones, right? I forget if it was Mattel or Hasbro, but somebody said that the Indiana Jones line is coming, right? Somebody in here will know. Yeah, Indiana Jones on its way. Don't sleep. Oh, really? So you didn't like the Andor trailer? I thought it looked great. Well, let me rephrase. I thought it looked great production-wise. Like, you could tell that they spent a decent amount of money to make it cinematic, as opposed to the Book of Boba Fett, which was not. I would love that. I would love that for them to continue off of the first Ghostbusters, and we can get Lewis Tully. We can get Keymaster version. We can get all types of stuff. So even though he is in the Tully's Terrible Night, there's a lot of figures that they could do, and I would be all aboard on some more Ghostbuster stuff. Ghostbusters 2, you could have them with the big packs with the slime guns. I'm all about it. The tone of your voice these days sums up Star Wars excitement mixed with disappointment. Yeah, so I guess that's the reality of the situation, man. That's where we're at. So it's unfortunate, but that's where we're at right now. Hopefully things get better. Hopefully Andor is awesome. I just think they're doing something that it doesn't seem like they learned their lessons from the sequel trilogy, which one of the problems was they tried to bang those movies out really quickly. Whereas, in the original trilogy, there's 3 years in between movies. They banged out the movies for including Rogue One pretty quickly, and they're doing the same thing with these shows. They're banging them out like this show is going to air, and then immediately there's another show, and then another show after that. There's like no time, so it's like they're spreading themselves pretty thin instead of trying to come up with some awesome quality stuff. At least we'll see. Well, hopefully, it's good. Wait, what? What's going to be $20? Oops. Why is this? Here we go. Well, if you get behind, yeah, it's hard. I stopped collecting for 20 years and trying to catch up. That's rough, man. There you go. Yes. Oh, nice. How many Lukes and Hans I bought in the Father's Day section because I wanted the new Stormtrooper body. I like it with a holster. What do I think? What do you think about starting from 3 months ago collecting TVC? I mean, I guess that's what you're doing. I don't know what you mean. What I think. What I can tell you is it's gonna be it's tough, right? What's good is that a lot of the newer TVC figures don't really jump in price quickly, so you can get what you want pretty easily and it's cheaper than Black Series. Huh. Nice. I got an RGB real Ghostbusters. Fright features Winston. Yeah. Yeah. Made a proton pack out of a box, a string, and a stick. There you go. That's how you do it. Yeah, the Fright feature ones were pretty cool. I had Peter. Oh, and I had Egon. Yeah, me too. I don't want to hear that. The fact they can't stop talking about how Andor will reflect today's politics. It's making me lose interest in it. Yeah. You don't need to do that. You can just make a good movie, you know. Yeah, I thought Andor was an interesting choice as well, although they had to choose like I knew that they were like, all right, well, if we're gonna do these shows, we're gonna do the Mandalorian, or we'll do the Mandalorian ended up being show, the Book of Boba Fett, which it's gonna, which I hope gets better, and they wanted to, and Andor. So they wanted to do something from some IP that they created. They wanted didn't want to do another like an original trilogy or prequel trilogy, something they created, and they chose Andor because a lot of the stuff that they created just really wasn't that great. So had slim pickings, and they chose Andor because he was like a spy, I think, and they figured they could do a lot with that. Where he was, but when I first heard about it, I wasn't like, oh, Andor, that should be fun. I'm like, Cassian, I'm like, why? I'm like, all right. So I don't know. I guess they figured they can do a lot of spy stuff with him. Yes. So I heard this too. It's about Trump, feminism. Yes. So I've heard that too. You know, you can't hate. It's tough. I just don't want it in my Star Wars. We can be pro diversity and pro feminism. I'm sure none of us think, lesser of anyone because they're a female or anything along those lines, or they're because of different color or anything like that. I just don't want it forced into my Star Wars, especially when you're struggling to make good content. Let's try to make it good first. And then if we want to put some messages in it, we can talk about that after we have good content. TVC 2.0 is better than ever. To be honest, a lot of the older figures are pretty dated. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, because they were made like 10 years ago. So true. Even some of the good ones are dated too, but they're still pretty cool. And there's some of them are still some of them are good. But yeah, of course it's going to be dated. It was 10 years ago. More than that in some situations. 10, 12, 13 years ago, right? Oops. Can't wait for Andor. I'm looking forward to them Birth the Rebellion. No, I didn't rewatch it either. I think they need to step their game up for this Boba Fett. You can't take like such an iconic character and not give him something. I just find it weird. And just backwards. If you're gonna make a show about Cassian and you're gonna make a show about Boba Fett, that you spend all your money in your cinematic and your cinematic shots and on location for Andor and not for one of the most iconic. Oh, we're forgetting about Kenobi too. Just I find that backwards. Although again, I know Disney wants to push their stuff. They want their stuff to be better. That even though they paid all this money for Star Wars, I feel as though they kind of just disrespect the old trilogy, the original trilogy, and the prequel trilogy to the point where they want their stuff to be better. And there's multiple examples of this, but it's unfortunate. You paid all the money for it. Use it. Yeah, it's too late for that. The production crew has said this is about living in a Trump world. And Trump isn't the president anymore. So why? We don't need to know. I know that they had like the scene in the trailer with like the riot police because that things were going on where the riot police were bad. And obviously they were from the Empire. The riot police were bad guys, and whatever. So there's a new riot police Stormtrooper probably coming. So yeah, it's just I feel you. It's like what we don't care anymore. Trump is not the president. I don't think that should be what a show is based on. What's up, dude? What's up, Archer? What's up, man? We're just talking about how disappointing Andor is going to be. Although some people are excited for it, and I hope it's good. I want to keep reiterating that. I hope it's good. It just yeah. See, their website is sneaky good too. Best Buy. If you're looking for action figures, sometimes they have some stuff in stock. So it's not bad actually, you know what they have? They have the Hyper Real Luke. The Black Series Hyper Real Luke was on sale there for $40, I think, the other day. Yes. Troy Dodson? Yes. I started collecting late August, and it's very crazy, addictive, and expensive. It is. It is. I actually did a top 10 Black Series figures for new collecting videos, for new collectors videos. Video, and I just posted it like a few weeks ago. So if you want to check it out, there's some info in there that might help you. Right. See, that's a good, yeah, that's my point basically. There's supposed to be an escape from the real world. That's why we watch these superhero movies. Well, I don't really, but that's why people do. Is an escape. They watch movies to escape their real life, to escape reality. You don't want to be force feed reality in your escape, do you? Yes, I 100% agree with you. I think he's not tall enough. The Black Series Grievous should have been taller, yes. I agree. Yeah, the vehicles is where if you don't care about the vehicles, then maybe it won't be so bad. The vehicles are where you're gonna lose your money in the TVC, and they're gonna be expensive at first, then they're gonna go on clearance, then they're gonna get super expensive again. So if you want it, strategically buy it, but don't wait until they're all off of clearance because then the price is just gonna keep going up. It's okay for shows to be political, but it's how they do it. The prequels are political, but it didn't feel like they were pushing a real life. I guess the prequels were kind of political. I mean, the original trilogy was kind of political, but it wasn't the here and now political things. It was more like, you know, like the original trilogy was more like Nazi stuff, which was political but historic, but also something like a narrative that everyone could follow because everyone knows the story of, or at least has an idea of like the Nazi takeover. So it was kind of, but it was also at the same time, it was your basic hero story at the same time. It wasn't injecting their political ideas at the moment of what they thought the situation was or their opinion on it. What does this say? So the Empire makes up a bunch of lies that do not stick. That might be funny. Oh, I rewatched only the Mando episodes from the Book of Fett when I was rewatching The Mandalorian. There you go. That's what you do. Yep. There you go. Beautiful set pieces for Andor, deserts for everyone else. Yep. The Rancor was the best part of the Book of Boba Fett. Maybe. You watch TVC movies to escape reality for a short time. I enjoy the sci-fi fantasy aspect, not for a reflection or an interpretation of today's reality. Yes, exactly. Yeah, me too. I really wish they would give more love to the OT and prequel characters and legacy. I understand telling your own stories, but you don't have to tear down these heroes from their childhoods. Right? Here we go. No, Luke, Grogu, and Cad Bane were the best parts of Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, Cad Bane was a good part. There you go. Andor Police equals Summer of Love. Yeah, I wish they would leave it out too. They hate Trump so much, they make crap shows. Mm-hmm. Now we have inflation. Whoops. So I think he was more talking about like the Senate. Like the Senate and stuff was kind of political in general. The director said he made Andor for people who give to, yeah, and he's also not a Star Wars fan. I think he said in there too. So that's cool. Nice. I don't, and he also says that things that you think are true are not true. Like they're changing canon. They're gonna change canon again at another show. They're just gonna, whatever you thought was true, not true anymore because this guy has a pen. Not gonna just gonna make it different just because I can leave my mark on Star Wars by making this different. What you've thought for 20 years, not true, because I want to make an episode of this show. Sounds cool. They based the size of the Black Series Grievous on the 3.75 hence he was too small. Yes. Oh, Bandai. That's a good. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Maybe it's cool. Bandai Grievous. I thought there was supposed to be a. I haven't kept up on who's going to have a season 2. I thought there was supposed to be a season 2 of Boba Fett. But I don't know for sure. Somebody will know. Yes, Space Nazis. Yes. The Galactic Empire's Space Nazis. That'd be great. I hope it is. I hope it is an ATST. I hope it's a X-Wing. I hope it's something awesome. But probably be another lightsaber again. We'll see. I don't really have faith in the Star Wars team coming up with a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I hope they have a season 2. I hope they make it better. I hope that, I mean, he's kind of like a weak, like criminal organizations have members. They have many members. There's like 6 of them. Like you're going to be taken over by someone who has a lot of manpower. You need, like, Jabba the Hutt's palace had a ton of people in it. It had a ton of goons in there. And Boba Fett has no, I don't know, they want to skimp money or something, but he has no goons. Where's the goons? We want to see the goons. The prequels were full of memorable moments. Yes. Yeah. Book of Boba Fett, where 2 of the episodes didn't have Boba Fett in them. Yes. 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 Good God, have we really been on it for 3? Yes, we've been speaking for 3 hours and 4 minutes so far, apparently. My favorite Star Wars movie is Empire, and I like Return of the Jedi as well. I remember when I was a kid, it used to be a real struggle for me to determine which of the 2 to watch. Although I've seen them, I saw them both 100 times as a kid, but to choose between the 2. Is Bandai doing I don't know. You joke, Haslam, Anakin's part, but I could be. Crimson Dawn. Yeah, I'll see Crimson Dawn. But you know what else too about that? Crimson Dawn. Yeah, with Maul, that'd be awesome. Oh, but he's dead. I was gonna say the guy. What's his name? The guy that Paul Bettany died. Oh, they could have it before he dies, I guess. Paul Bettany is an excellent actor. He could definitely, and he's a good bad guy. He could definitely help carry a series. Yeah, Black Series Max Rebo. I'm in on that. Yeah, send in the goons. We want some goons. I want to see some goons in there. You know, we could. That could be like the coolest part of the show because you could bring in some old characters. You could bring in some old characters. You could bring in some old aliens that were there. You could bring in Bosk. There's Trandoshans on the planet, right? We could have come on, please. Dengar, come on. You know what we want. Just give it to us. No, Chris. No. He needs more goons. He's going to be taken over. He needs more goons. They're going to... I make some calls. Probably. No. No, I don't think so. Now that I think about it. Not for Black Series, I don't think. No. Probably not. Unless they really scaled it down a little bit. Yeah, see, you know, you jest, but I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, people would buy that. Ray Park. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Bettany's the new Bond villain. He's a good actor. I like him. Yes, bring in Bosk and Dengar and Forlom and Zuckuss and some other old aliens. Give us some like weak ways. Like bring some stuff in. People would love that. People would just tune in for like the old people. The Black Sun. Max Rebo Band and some goons all day. That's what I would. That's what I would. That would be like the first thing I would do if I was writing that series. I'm like, we got to bring some of these guys in. This is gonna be cool. And then you could bring some in, like you brought in Black Chrysanthemum that are just, you know, they might not be, you know, from Return of the Jedi Empire or from Jabba's Palace, but you can bring in some stuff, from different parts of Star Wars. You know, like Cobb Vanth or Black Chrysanthemum. They were both, you know, kind of random choices, but awesome. So yeah, that's what I would have done. But I don't know. So it's getting late though, so let's try to do this giveaway. Like I said before. Yeah. Here we go. Right before we do this, I'd like to address this. Yes, me too. I've always wanted to see where are you? Okay. I always dream the Bounty Hunter show. Yeah, me too. Let's do it before they're dead. Let's do it before Tamara Morrison is too old to do it. I'm totally game. I always wanted them to explore that more. For real. Make some calls. No, I want a Darth Jar Jar. That's what I would buy. Yeah, bring everybody. Red Road Palps has been so overdue. All right, so let me see here. We're gonna do a Sev giveaway. Like I said before, we're doing Sev. Let's see. Yeah, that's great. I agree with this 100%. Okay, so Sev, we get Sev. He just came in. Hopefully he looks better out of the box, and he just looks skinny. That's all, I guess. Although I think the helmet's good. To the giveaway here. We're gonna do. So my questions are totally biased on my part, but I don't care. We're gonna do. The answers are there's no right answer except the answer that I choose, and it's basically based on what my personal feelings. So, we're gonna do one, and right. So this is it. So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, which I will choose a winner today, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask everybody. All right, what was the last movie that you watched? Let me know the answers. And the best answer, I try, dude. You know how difficult it is? This is like mirrored. You know how horribly difficult it is to get this in the middle of the thing. I'm just gonna put it right in front of my face and not look at the screen. If I look on the screen, it goes on the opposite side of where I'm holding it. Like, it's very difficult. All right. Oh my god, David Edge, where you been, dude? Oh, I have to go to the bathroom too. Marathon Man. Is that it? Nobody else is going to enter? Van Helsing. Oh, I've seen that actually, Van Helsing. That's it? Nobody else wants Seth, huh? All right. I guess I got to pick from out. All right. Let's see. Day Shift? I don't know what that is. Top Gun. Oh, I see. No, Van Helsing was all right. All right. So no right answers, but I will pick somebody. Let's see. Let's see what I like here. Well, I didn't see the new Top Gun yet. Is it just called Top Gun? All right, so I'm gonna go with Rob with the Batman. I'm gonna go with Rob. Rob, the Batman. We're gonna go with that. And Day Shift. What is Day Shift? Or Night Shift? I don't know either of those. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. Right. Okay. So no, I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's awesome. Where's Rob at? What about Day Shift or Night Shift? I don't know what that is. Rob the Collector, do you follow me on Instagram by any chance? If you do not, it's fine. I can give you my email. Oh. It is, huh? Oh, you do? Okay. Can you just send me a message there, say you won? What? Jamie Foxx? Vampire hunting movie? Is it brand new? Yeah. Wow, I never even heard of it. Okay. Okay, I'll check him out. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so yeah, that'd be cool, right? So Rob, do you know what to do? You're gonna You're gonna message me on Instagram, tell me that you won? Oh, they're old? This says it's from 2022. So maybe it was earlier this year. Oh, it says it released August 12th. Yeah, well, close enough. Toy collector Star Wars. Star Wars. Yes. Yes, toy collector Star Wars. Thank you, Van Winkle. So yeah. So just make sure you hit me up in there. I'd be really surprised if they didn't. Didn't it kind of leave on like a cliffhanger, kind of, for the Boba Fett? So I'd be really surprised if they didn't. I kind of want to see where it goes. I also want to just make sure it gets better. Nice. Picked up the Zev. Yeah, like I said, GameStop has a huge action figure sale going on right now. All action figures in stock are on sale, which is a lot of stuff. Oh, nice. All right. Thanks, Peak. Appreciate it, man. All right, guys. So it's been real. Same time next week, unless something happens. 2:00. Thanks for coming. Rob, make sure that you message me on Instagram. Huh, that's a good point. We'll be in the book of Boba Fett where shows had ended when we wanted to start. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, that was. Oh, it's online. Online, Chris. I don't know what they're doing in store. Online at GameStop. Online at GameStop. Everything that's on sale, that's in stock. If you gotta go to GameStop.com. But yeah, this has been awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, I don't get to talk that much with that about action figures to actual people. So yeah, it really helps me. I enjoy talking to you guys. So, but I'll see you next week. And thanks for stopping by. All right, peace, guys.